What's up, everybody? It's OC Motor back at you with another one on Chris Got Games, and today I'm sure you're wondering what we're going to be talking about. But before we get started, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, comment down below, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, hit the dislike if you want to. But without further ado, so today I'm going to be talking about something that has kind of been bugging me for a while. And that is the whole falsity of the Xbox Series X. Now, think about this, okay? Instead of Microsoft being like, oh shit, we had no first party titles on the Xbox One that drove the console. Instead of like getting fans excited for the Series X and saying, hey, we have all these first party titles coming to this platform that's going to make you want to buy the Series X, they instead were like, the Series X is the most powerful console to ever be created. And I'm thinking, who gives a shit? And I'll tell you why. So let's look at what happened in history. Let's start with the Atari 2600. Was the Atari 2600 the most powerful console of its generation? No. But it was the most successful. Was the Nintendo Entertainment System the most powerful console of its generation? No. The Sega Master System was. But the Nintendo Entertainment System was the most successful. Was the Super Nintendo the most powerful console of its generation? No. The SNK Neo Geo was. But the Super Nintendo was the most successful of that generation. Was the Sony PlayStation the most successful console of that generation? Yes. Was it the most powerful? No, it wasn't. Was the Sony PlayStation 2 the most successful console of all time to this point? Yes. Was it the most powerful console of its generation? No. Was the Nintendo Wii the most powerful console of its generation? No. But was it the most successful? Yes. Was the PS4 the most powerful console of its generation? No. Was it the most successful? Yes. And you got to think about this. With Switch Sports coming out and Super Mario Strikers, the Nintendo Switch is going to outsell the PS4. And the Nintendo Switch is the least powerful console of this generation. So I don't know where this gibberish comes from all of the sudden that Microsoft thinks that power is what sells a video game console, when that's never been the case. I see people shitting all over the PS5. Oh, the Xbox Series X is 12 teraflops. Who gives a shit? what games does Xbox have? You know why Nintendo sells? First party titles. You know why Sony sells? First party titles. And people will say, well, Xbox bought all these studios. They're buying all these studios. And yes, that is going to make Xbox a juggernaut. But the problem with that is right now, Nintendo has their IPs, and so does Sony. By the time Microsoft catches up and starts making these IPs, this so-called Series X is not going to matter. It's not going to matter anymore. Because power never has mattered. And I just proved that to you. Power has never mattered. And more times than not, the least powerful console has always been the most successful. Even in the handheld market. The Nintendo DS was less powerful than the PSP, and it was more successful. The 3DS was less powerful than the Vita, and it was more successful. So, get off of this power stroke juggernaut bandwagon bullshit that the media is trying to feed you with this gibberish through Microsoft. Now, I'm not saying that I'm against Microsoft. I mean, to each their own. I'm glad they're in the game and provide a different option for people to play games on. But I just can't respect a company that is like, you should only buy our console because we have the most powerful console. So what? Neo Geo had the most powerful console. The Sega Saturn was the most powerful console. The original Xbox was the most powerful console. The PS3 was the most powerful console. The Sega Master System was the most powerful console, all of their generations. And that didn't mean shit. They didn't even sell well. So, get off of this bandwagon power bullshit. The only reason why this whole stupid power bandwagon bullshit was even created is because of toxic PC gamers. Which PC and console should have never... We should never be talking about PC and console games in the same context. There's a reason why they're separate entities, and they need to remain that way. There should not be any PC gaming related conversation in video game conversation. They're two different things. There's PC and there's home console, and that's that. You should never compare a home console to a PC, and you should never expect a home console to be on par with the PC, because that's not what it's supposed to be for. But all these little stupid brain dead kids and PC have these people thinking that power is the way to go, and it's not. So I just wanted to stab everybody back down to earth with this video and just let you know, man, power doesn't sell in the video game industry. It never has, and it never will. If you don't got the games that people want to play, they ain't gonna buy the product. Point blank simple. So, C Ducats, OC Motor, Chris Got Games, signing off with another one. Peace.